The Joe Rogan Experience.
But and I would laugh about that. You know, my kids would have muskox sandwiches or muskox tamales, and they'd go down to school with them. You know?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was great.
My kids like freak out other kids at school. You know, like kids at my kid's school will be like, oh, "What's your favorite food?" My daughter will be like, "I like bear." Like she thinks it's hilarious that she's eating bear. You know, she likes to tell people bear sausage. It's my favorite, and the other kids are like, "What the fuck?" You know, kids that have never experienced any wild game, and my kids have eaten. You know, since 2012 when I started hunting, they've basically eaten everything. They've eaten elk. They've eaten deer. They've eaten ducks. They've eaten wild turkey. They've eaten everything.
What's their? How are they viewed in their community? Like, how are you viewed in that like school parent community?
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Do you go to the events?
Yes, I got to go to one today. Yeah, I'm a weirdo for sure. But
are you ostracized?
But I'm friendly. No, I'm really friendly. So like most of it, it's all hugs. You know, like the parent. Like I'm a nice guy. So like when I see those folks, it's all like friendly and hugs. But some guys will pull me aside and ask me about manly activities. Because they feel like, how did you're actually allowed to be a man, and everyone's neutered, you know? Like so many guys, their wives are yelling at them, and I'm off doing cage fighting events, you know. And I took a week off. Where were you last week? Oh, I was bow hunting. You know, I was in the mountains with no cell service. You know,
and so they might be inclined to be like, "Well, I don't like that for like Middle America rednecks, but it's okay for you."
Well, they know me, right?
Yeah.
So they don't the preconceived notion, and they know I'm a good dad. And they know I'm very active, and I'm constantly around my kids, and I take it very seriously, and it means the world to me. So, like parents, one of the most important things that I find is good parents respect good parents. They see that you love your children.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah. I mean, if you find someone who's like a dismissive parent and is not interested, a disinterested parent, it's like one of the most disturbing and disappointing things. Like if you love someone, you care about them, and then you find out they're a bad person or a bad parent, you have to reevaluate your perspective on them. Because to me, being a parent, and my wife is huge on this. It's like it's everything to her. She will not talk to someone or hang out with someone if she feels like they're a bad parent. And she forms her relationships with her friends based on whether or not they're good parents. It's everything.
Yeah.
If you're contributing to this community. So when I'm around these parents, you know, I'm a nice guy. So it's all friendly, but they all have questions. All these poor men that are stuck in cubicle jobs. You know, men are tortured. You know, it's like that. Who was it? Thoreau? Yeah. Most men live lives of quiet desperation. Yeah, it's one of my favorite
including Thoreau.
Yeah, right. Isn't that well, he knew what he was talking about. You know, it's these most people are just living this boring ass fucking life, and I'm living this life where I'm telling jokes in front of thousands of people, and then I'm doing podcasts in front of millions of people, and then I'm hunting, and then occasionally I go off and I do cage fighting commentary. It's like a caricature of masculinity, really.
Yeah, people get confused.
Yeah. Well, it is. And then I smoke pot, so it's like, what's going on here?
One of the early things that surprised me about you is, man, I don't want to use that word because I don't want it to be insulting. One of the things that
want some more of this?
Yeah. One of the things that surprised me about you, but it sounds like asshole-ish, is how serious you take being a parent. Because I think that someone could look, like someone could at a glance look, be like, oh, you know, discussion of drugs and like dirty humor, and sort of go like, those are not congruous with parenting, but you take parenting like extremely seriously.
Well,
but you don't. I don't think you're not like you're not so concerned with people understanding a full package that you need to spend shitloads of time telling everybody about how good of a parent you are.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in love, you know, and as a kid who grew up with sort of a deficit of it, and it's very important for me to spread as much of it as I can, whether it's through my friends or through children. And to children, it's like the most important responsibility because my friends, they're fine. I met them, they're grown up, still figure it out on their own.
Yeah.
You know, I'll help them when I can, but but kids, you know, it's like you get one shot at that. You get one shot at raising kids, man. You know, it's not. You can't redo it. You can't go, oh, this one sucks. Let me rip it up and start from scratch. Like, you have to do it right, and you have to, and you're going to make mistakes for sure, but you have to spend as much conscious time talking to them and interacting with them, and I like it. I enjoy it.